What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Slackercast. I am Greg. With me today is Lawrence.
What's up, guys?
Dustin. Hayden from the Cornelius collection. Corey from the Smores Indoors podcast.
Woo!
And our special guest today, Jonathan, also known as
How'd I get here?
the Doom Blake on Twitter. Gamer extraordinaire.
Gamer extraordinaire, that's fair.
I don't know. Do you think we're kind of retired from gaming now since we got kids, mostly?
Somewhat.
Like, how much time do you actually get in gaming?
I don't know, a couple hours a day still.
Oh man, I wish I did.
Yeah.
My kid's always up my ass, so I can't ever get any gaming in. It's like, Daddy, what are you playing? Can I play?
Oh, you gotta give him the old fake controller.
I try that, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work with her. She's too smart.
What did she say? Did she just throw it on the ground?
She just gets aggravated. She's like, it's not working.
Like, you're right. You're really good at this.
Well,
so, Jonathan, I have a confession to make.
Oh, no.
I've
You
done
love me.
some-
I knew
I've
you
done-
did.
I've done something that I never thought I would do. I ordered an iPhone.
Team iPhone.
See,
all right.
see that
Like I
mouth drop?
Whoa. What has possessed you to do such a thing?
Man, like,
About fucking time.
let me
Finally
tell
seen
you,
a lot of
like, you know, Jonathan can vouch for this, and Dustin too. I've been an Android guy since the beginning. Like since the G2 came out, that's what I've always had was the Android phones, and I don't know, man, just something over the years. It's almost like what Lawrence said. They just get filled with all this bloatware and shit, and they're always just slow on me. Like they'll run great when I first get them, and then they just suck at multitasking. So, but that's one of the main reasons, and also just the accessories, man. My iPhone just has the best accessories.
They're just the best.
There's been so many times there's been some shit I've wanted to buy for the phone, and it's only available for iPhones. So I'm like, well, fuck.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I ordered both. Me and my wife one. Should be here December 1st. I ordered directly from the Apple store, so I could.
Can't wait to see blue
man.
text messages on my text now.
You know,
Man,
that's the whole thing.
I know you paid top dollar if you got it from the Apple store.
Actually, it was cheaper.
So,
Like,
Really?
you get one of the new ones?
yeah, because
He said he got an 11.
Well, see, I could have got an 11 from Walmart for I think they're $499. But on the Apple, and that's just for the 64 gigabyte model. On the Apple store, the 128 gigabyte model is like a little over 500. Like I think like 528 or something. So I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna get it from Apple.
Lawrence, do you have an iPhone?
I do. I have the SE6.
Look how small it is.
Wait, they
Is that a
still
old
make
app?
those?
iPhone?
It's the real old ones. And make sure there's no porn on them.
Does it have a home button on it?
Yeah, the
Got
first said make sure there's no porno.
Oh,
It's got
dude.
a home button. It's got the bevel, the classic little thing in the middle.
Dude,
The
I'm gonna tell
notch,
you right now.
The one
If you
camera.
If you got porn loaded up on your phone in the middle of a podcast, you got a serious problem with that.
You got a problem, bro.
Yeah, he's got
I have
good
the
taste.
12.
This is an intervention. We tricked you.
That's right. No list.
There's no list today.
Top 10 porn.
We're gonna have to go through your porn search history.
Like, do I have a top 10 list for you?
All right. So, what's everyone been up to? Well, Lawrence, what about you? What's been going on, man?
Well, we had a great show last week, man. I was proud of all of us. Through.
I was especially proud of you.
Real team.
I wasn't.
Team
It
play.
was a great show without you on it. So
Oh.
Yeah, nobody asked neither, and it's weird that people that disappeared came back and commented. They commented on that. We're finally getting comments, Greg. That's how we know we're doing good. You know.
Yeah, that's how you know.
that's good though. It boosts the views.
It's either that or you're the only person that anyone likes.
That might have been it.
Could be
Might have
that.
been me. But
But
other than
so
that,
so what do you have going? I know you had family come into town and such like that. So
my older brother came back into town, and yeah, that's kind of why I couldn't podcast. It's kind of sucky whenever he sleeps in the same room we try to podcast from. Then you got another brother in the living room who's playing Call of Duty nonstop. Then do you guys have siblings at all? I know, Greg, you got brothers and shit.
I'm the youngest of 7.
You youngest of 7? Oh shit!
Yes.
But I think it's a sign I need my own place. I think that's what that means, Greg. I think it's time.
here's my question: whenever he comes there and he stays in your room and sleeps, and I guess the second bed that's in there, does he take your bed and you have to sleep in the other bed, or does he sleep in the other bed?
No, it's not prison. It's not like that or anything. We don't have bunk.
Oh, you would have liked it if it was.
Yeah.
Not
There's
my
no
own
place you'd
brother.
rather be.
Yeah, I got some rules, but he has his own little setup, man. He kind of boots it kind of goes into like a pecking order. Like my younger brother would lose his, and it's kind of like he goes for him, and then that guy moves to the living room, and then it kind of shifts like that. It's like a ranking system. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, what's up with you, man? Anything new?
Not really. Just doing the same old shit as always. Selling beer, selling cards.
Still no ghost in the new place?
No. It's you can tell the vibe in the house is different.
I'm so disappointed. I want you to be haunted so bad.
No, we're not haunted anymore, but that other house I lived in was definitely haunted, and he's probably still there, so I feel bad for whoever moves in there, because not only is there a ghost there, but there's also the fact that somebody just died in that house too. So,
well, apparently my buddy Sean at work can send demons to people, so I'm gonna get him right on sending something to you, buddy.
Don't send none of that shit. I got enough bad juju in my life. I don't need none of that.
Hold on. Who died in the house? Your
My
house?
girlfriend's mom passed away.
In your house?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the family thing you were dealing with.
Yeah, we weren't allowed.
Yeah.
To
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
She died in the house. She died in my arms, actually. So.
Oh man.
Yikes.
But
glad I didn't make no jokes about that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to.
It's crazy though when you think about it, because it's like someone's gonna move in there and they're gonna have no idea that someone died on the floor right
Ignorance is
downstairs
bliss.
in the bathroom.
So here's a question: since I am recording this and I can edit it afterwards, how distasteful would it be for me to put in, "I just died in your arms tonight"?
Very distasteful.
Ow.
Funny, but distasteful.
All right, I guess
It
I'll
hurt
leave
me.
that.
I wasn't even related to her.
Just leave
might-
you talking about it in, and that's funny enough.
Yeah.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
All right, Hayden, what's new, man? How goes
Not
the world of
much.
pizza delivery?
It's amazing. No, I don't know. I keep going through this cycle where I'll have like all these video ideas for my channel. I'll film a video and I'll start editing, but then kind of hit a roadblock, and then it just never gets done. I've got like 3 videos I've been working on for like a month that I don't know if they'll ever see the light of day. So that's currently
Hey, now, are you
what's
naked in
going
any of
on.
them?
No.
There's more to his
There's
list.
your problem.
There we go. I actually have thought about like coming on fully naked and just blurring it all out. Well, no, but blurring it, but it'd still be funny because you'd still be able to tell I'm naked, probably.
I mean,
Yeah, we still
I'm
need to do
gonna
our
tell you right
shirtless episode, Greg.
Yes, I'm going to tell you right now, if you come on naked, Hayden, we're going to have Lawrence
Oh my
show his
God.
hands the entire episode.
No, you
Yeah.
guys, you guys will all go blind if I do that. I don't want to hurt anybody's eyes.
Hayden, has anyone ever invited you in their house when you deliver their pizza to give them the big sausage?
No,
yeah. Meat
unfortunately,
lovers.
I've had some hot chicks, some hot moms, but never any advances.
Dang.
Yeah.
Swinging this.
So
Yeah.
the stories aren't true.
Nope. And that's why I got the job in the first place. And then
Damn it. The girls.
Just look up delivery person porn. It'll satisfy you enough.
yeah.
Ask Lawrence. I'm sure he's got it.
No, but isn't it weird though that like you type in any sentence in porn afterwards and it shows like a whole category of shit. I'm sure there is delivery pizza porn.
Yeah.
You know what? You just
100%.
reminded me of something, Lawrence, that I have to touch on whenever I talk about my stuff here.
About your porn?
Not my porn.
Oh.
Jonathan, you will actually appreciate this when I get to it here.
Ooh.
But Corey, what's up with you, man? Anything new?
Not a whole lot. Had a fun little weekend in Nashville. Met up with Tony Friday the 14th from Triple Flicks Mafia, their channel.
Y'all should have drove down here.
Well, we had plans in Nashville, so we actually went and saw girlfriend's favorite band, and it's kind of a funny thing came up after that. She posted some pictures on Instagram, I think, and someone that she didn't know liked one of the pictures, and her and this girl were having a conversation back and forth. Turned out the girl is Sheamus's fiance.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of
Sheamus from WWE.
Yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
she was at the concert, and so.
Anything else other than that? Anything on your channel?
Oh, I'm going to be uploading the old interview I did with the writer of Hoosiers for later this month. Re-air that because it's the 35th anniversary of that movie this month, and then early next month I'll do my little traditional Christmas or birthday, I guess, live commentary, and we'll be doing a movie that's on my list here later.
I'm just glad you're able to do shows with us again.
Yeah, me
Since
too.
you got away from that other job.
Yeah.
Wasn't
The
same
Nazi
route.
job where you can't even have your damn cell phone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take the raise too. So.
Yeah. Is that all the Nazis did? Took people's cell phones away?
That's all.
It's not too often you can quit your job, then call your old job and be like, "Hey, can I come back?" And they're like, "Sure," and we'll give you a bunch more money too.
Yeah, let's give you 11
Yeah.
grand more a year.
Fuck yeah!
Once again.
Can't beat
what
that.
the hell, Corey?
Twisted my
I think
arm.
that
I'm on the way.
By the way, Lawrence, also to answer a question, I believe the Nazis made people wear masks too. So
Oh, of course, of course. Of
Oh
course.
God!
All right, Jonathan.
I go there.
What's going on in the lifestyles of the rich and famous over there?
Well, let me tell you, we're all sick. Everybody's got the plague right now, so not
So
talking about COVID.
So is it keeping you out of work? Like, do you have to answer yes on the survey?
Yeah, technically I'm leave. Don't tell nobody.
Oh man, I want that leave
No,
so
no.
bad, but for some reason I just don't get sick.
I haven't been sick. I'll give like all these, COVID restrictions and everything some credit because I had been sick like 2 years, and then suddenly I got very violently sick. I don't know, for about 2 or 3 days, and then and now the rest of the family's got it. So, that's fun. So, that's been my
How
week.
did you feel?
It just passes through like it starts with
stomach
one
virus.
person and then everyone else is like 2 or 3 days behind, and it's just like
Exactly. That's exactly how.
that's exactly what's gone through my house too.
As soon as I'm coming out of it, now everybody's getting sick. So
Let that shit stay away from my place.
yeah, go
I
to this
haven't got it
virtual.
yet.
We're not
Actually,
sitting around the table.
you know what? Come over here and cough on some stuff. I need 2 weeks off of work.
I know, right?
I'm not going to
Greg,
take the full 2 weeks.
think,
But,
just say you think you have COVID, and they'll give it to you.
Actually, that's
They're
all
not
you got to
taking
do
any
is just
chances.
be like, I had contact with someone who had COVID and 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
you might need some time off after you eat that chip when you get it. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're right. You might be
Why
right
are you
about that.
stalling, Greg?
Actually, all right. So
They're still sold out in my area, so
order it on Amazon, Hayden. Get that stuff.
that's what
We're
I
gonna do
mean.
this.
They're sold out. They don't deliver that shit
Don't
to Texas.
make it on.
Hey, we already proved that theory wrong. You keyed in your address. Remember, you're like, oh shit, now I gotta order it.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
if
but
I get more
I gotta
followers.
pay for shipping though. They don't have that stupid Prime shipping.
I'm sure I can.
I'm
make
not-
it on Prime.
I'm not gonna do the one chip challenge and then look at the views as fucking 25 views.
Look, if Dustin,
Yeah.
if you're locked in and you'll actually do it with us, I will do it too. I mean, I'm already kind of locked into it,
Yeah,
but I'll stop procrastinating.
All right, so here's the woes I've been dealing with. So this is minor complaints by fucking people, but I bought these LED lights. You can see them in the back there. I got them around the door and shit like that. Well, around the door they stay perfect. But I also want to put them around my TV. And this one fucking side just keeps falling off. So like every time I leave the room and come back, it's just fucking dangling there. And it drives me crazy. I get so angry about it. So like today I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fix this shit. It's like I got this. I go to the garage and I get some tape out of there. This little clear this tape fucking sucks. I'm gonna say that right now. This shit is worthless. But
Is it double-sided tape?
no. So I get this tape and I put it on there. I was like, all right, this is gonna solve it for sure. Because I want clear tape so it doesn't cover anything up. Put that on there, come back later after I'm dashing, and all of the fucking lights fell off this time. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So,
Did when you got the box, did it have another roll of tape in it?
no, at this point, I'm about to just use duct tape. Just
Get double. Well, there's double-sided duct tape that works really good. I use it for beer stuff all the time. Just look in the little duct tape section.
The little
where you work.
adhesive that's on the strips just doesn't stick well for some reason.
That
On the
Gorilla
TV.
Glue, not Gorilla Glue, the Gorilla tape. That's clear tape.
First
Most
off,
of the
I'm
boxes
pissed off.
usually come with more tape.
I'm pissed off initially because the box lied to me on these LEDs. It says fits up to 65 inches. Man, that shit wouldn't go halfway across my TV, and I only got a 50 inch. So
I bet I know the sound you make, Greg, when you walk in. It's off the wall.
what's that?
No, do it. I know you.
Actually, you're right. I did it earlier. As soon as I walk in, I see it and I go, "Ooh!"
That's the one.
It's bullshit, man. All I want is some LEDs around my TV. Is that too much to ask?
Greg, just nail them to your door, dude.
All right, so guys, this person at work told me about the best thing ever. Are y'all ready to hear about this?
Sure.
So, all of us have eaten Chinese food before, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And afterwards, you get your fortune cookie, you read your fortune. Did y'all know that you can add in bed after any fortune that's out there and make it either funny or weird, and it always works?
Really?
I'll give you an example.
Huh.
I have a fortune cookie generator here ready to go.
Okay.
In the bed
All
or
right.
something.
So the first one is a very attractive person has a message for you in bed. You will become great if you believe in yourself in bed. It's amazing how good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit in bed. But like they have a ton of these, man. Like it always works after anything you do on a fortune cookie, and it's. I actually went and ate Chinese today and did it after my fortune. Meeting adversity as well, or meeting adversity well is the source of your strength in bed.
Mm.
The love of your life is stepping into your planet this summer in bed. Now is the time to try something new in bed.
A little on the nose, but okay.
You cannot love life until you live the life you love in bed. But actually, I have the best one. I have the weirdest shit ever from the fortune I got today. I actually took a picture of it because I was like, I have to say this on the podcast. It was just too good. Pull it up here. This one is fucking weird. All right, y'all ready for this? So my fortune today. Oh, this is going to be funny even reading this shit. A great man never ignores the simplicity of a child in bed.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
Wowzers.
Edit that out.
I'm telling you, man, it always works.
Nah, it didn't work.
But I mean, like, it never, it never doesn't make sense, is what I'm saying.
You're gonna end up on a list.
Yeah, different kind of list. Different top 10. FBI top 10.
We're gonna get
Because what brought that up is we was telling the guy at work about how if you add quotation marks after anything you say, like if you go, it makes it sexual. Like,
Who is this guy, man? Like, what?
The guy. I have a guy.
It's
a
you
guy
mean the
word,
guy.
man.
It's you. It's Greg saying this.
Not me. I wish I could take credit for it, but
Got a guy. Putting together a special team.
like it'll be something simple. I'll be talking to this dude and I'll be like, man, fuck, I gotta go help this person in sporting goods. He's like, and it automatically makes it sexual. I'm like, so with all that out of the way,
Well, actually, real quick before we start, I want to ask Lawrence, real quick, what are your brief
what did I do?
opinions
oh,
on
I love this already.
either of the movies we talked about, or that we were all supposed to watch last week? What was it, Dune and
Dune.
Paranormal Activity?
Nah, I saw Dune, and
What'd you
I
think?
wanted to talk about that one.
Yeah, tell us about
don't-
Dune.
I don't even remember it, man. There were so many teasers.
You don't
in that
remember it? What do you mean?
movie. It was
I'm
that
sure he
bad.
fell asleep.
It was that boring. Did you?
What?
I'm willing to bet money
The
that
original and the new
Lawrence
one.
The new one.
for most of it.
The new one. There is one that's like an older one. Yeah, but the new one, man, I tried, bro. There was a fat dude named like Rubber. What was his name? The big boss.
The Baron?
Rubber.
His name was Rubber or something.
Rubber squirrel.
Yeah.
Rubber?
That's who it was. Finally made his big.
I don't think you. I think you were watching the
Cinema
porn
Dick.
parody. I don't know what.
What would the porn parody of that be called? You know how they have this weird, goofy names.
Poon.
Boom, boom. Yeah, there it is.
That wasn't even hard.
That's what
That's
she
the
said.
one I watched. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I
I'm
liked
sorry
the
about that.
Dragonfly ships. I liked Aquaman was in it, but he barely was in it. Like he just came to say like he had muscles and walked off screen. That was it. He's like,
Yeah.
I have muscles. Goodbye.
yeah, he can't like just make the movie about him. I would have stayed up. They had this skinny little kid who looked like a 12-year-old. I don't care.
Yeah,
about
that was
him.
like the most unlikable.
To the kid that plays Spider-Man.
You know what the problem with that kid was, Hayden? He didn't look like anybody who could beat anyone's ass. And you
I
were
will
supposed to
agree with
believe
you.
that he could.
I think they should have shown more of him, like training or whatever, or at least him kicking somebody else's ass. I don't know.
There was nothing, man. There was nothing there. That
Like
made this
before he
dude
got
look like he was
kidnapped.
intimidating at all.
That's how I feel about Shia LaBeouf.
No,
Like,
he's
I don't know,
he's crazy.
He was like a biker now or something.
Like, that's fine.
Something.
I'll still whoop his ass. He looks completely non-threatening.
He has some
He
years.
can put
and
on
he thinks
all
he
the
can take
chaps
on
and
God.
leather he wants. He still ain't looking intimidating.
Still Shia LaBeouf.
He went to an opera and started fighting the thin air. Like, what the fuck? He was in the audience and he caused a disturbance.
That's the only thing he
with
could
no
beat
one.
was the air.
Who the fuck is arrested in an opera?
I'm gonna beat someone's ass, even if it's no one.
Somebody's ass he beat. It's air. Come here.
Well, he's got the power of
What-
crazy on his side. So.
Yeah.
Does he? Whew.
He whooped. No, he beat up. What's his face though? They fought on Lawless. Who was the guy who was with Tom Hardy? And I was like, who the fuck could beat up Tom Hardy? He played Bronson, and he beat up Tom Hardy. I said, fuck that. I don't
Shia
know.
LaBeouf did?
He did.
Shia
That's
LaBeouf.
a story on set. He got
He did not
pissed
beat
off.
up Tom Hardy.
That's what
Tom
they
Hardy
said.
is
They-
soft, bro. He just
is.
plays a hard ass.
He plays hard
Yeah.
asses, but in reality, he's British.
That's how I feel about Tom Hardy too.
Oh, he made it convincing in Warrior. I'll say that.
I mean, he's pretty convincing in most of the movies he's in.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an actor.
But apparently he's a pretty like soft, laid back guy.
He
He
wasn't
just
ready
looks
for
like a
Shia LaBeouf.
badass.
If I ever see him in person, I'm gonna yell at him and be like, "You're soft, Tom Hardy."
Yeah, jackass.
But going back to that kid though, man, he looks like the type of dude that your homies say, if you lose to this dude, we'll never be your friend again. And he was whooping everyone's ass in that tribe. Like, that's just sick.
A lot of people lost friends then, apparently.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it.
What?
Sorry. I said I still haven't watched it.
You're not missing much.
All right.
Well, now y'all make me not
I
want to
really
watch
don't
it.
know how I feel about that movie, honestly.
The
Speaking of
Dragonfly
movies,
planes were cool. That was it.
are you guys gonna go see the new Ghostbusters movie?
I would like to.
I'm going to see
It
it.
comes out.
It comes
on
out this
streaming
weekend.
Service.
No, it's not. It's only in theaters. I'm gonna go see it Sunday.
That's what they say about everything. It's only in theaters.
I mean,
Well,
that's-
now
like
it's
in
starting to come
6
back,
months,
so.
it'll be on everything.
Well,
Do I
yeah.
need to watch
So
it?
you know
Do I need
that's
to
when I'll
watch
see it.
Do I need to watch the 2016 version first and then see this? to know
Oh, I
what's
hope
going on?
not. 'cause
I think you'll be okay.
I'm not watching that shit.
I would be fine if
Gotta
you would
watch-
just watch the originals, Lawrence.
Yeah, watch the '80s, baby.
The
Like a
2016 version is not that
Doesn't
bad.
exist.
I would.
Yeah,
I would.
I'm
I
jealous it
actually.
doesn't exist.
I would watch the 2016 version before this one if you're a fag. So.
Damn. Well, there it is.
I think I'm the only person in the world
And
that
that's the bottom line.
appreciates that movie.
Dude, the only reason you appreciate that movie is because your daughter did. That was the only reason.
Sentimental
Tugging on
value.
heartstrings. That's a good reason, though. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dad.
I guess.
Yes.
I'll like any
Great.
fucking movie my kid watches. Do
He
you
said, "How
understand me?
Anything she'll sit and watch, I love it.
Well, Greg, you hate women, though. That's already been discovered. You're like, they shouldn't be wrestling. They shouldn't be driving.
It shouldn't be Ghostbusters.
Shouldn't be
Well,
Ghostbusters.
Well, let's just put it this way,
On
Lawrence.
this checklist so far, pretty good.
If I hate women, Lawrence, then you must completely despise them because nobody's ever seen you with one. So.
Well, that's because he doesn't like women. He likes men.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you gonna let
They
him
got
talk
me.
about you like that?
No, because he's got me. I'm gay, man. That's
Damn.
According
No,
to
Lawrence,
Lawrence,
you gotta say, your coming out episode is going to be its own episode.
Yeah, it has to be its own
Yeah.
episode.
It's going to be our viral. It's going to make us go viral.
This is it.
I'll do it if Greg does it first. Then
And you can admit your prison fetish to the world.
You know
they
what's
already know
funny
about
is
that. You know, I think that's already been. Wait, go ahead, Greg.
It's funny because we build it up so much. But like, let's say there really was an episode like that. People are gonna be like, "So what, dude? Join the fucking club."
It's not a thing anymore.
I'm like, what do you want, a cookie? All right, we're almost 30 minutes in, so let's get this show on the road. We got 6 of us here. So
Now let's do it.
this week we're gonna do top 10 Christmas and Thanksgiving themed movies.
Not to
Jonathan?
look, not to derail anymore, but I do have a question. As far as the list goes, as far as Christmas goes, are Christmas time movies okay, or has it got to have to do with Christmas? You see what I'm saying? Like the whole Die Hard debate.
You know
whether
what?
it's a Christmas movie or not.
We're trying not to make it too difficult this time. So if you consider it a Christmas movie, then it's a Christmas movie.
I admire that.
As long as it's not like something like Halloween is a Christmas movie.
That's kind of what I did with my honorable mentions. Was most of mine are the debatable Christmas movies like Die Hard, stuff like
All
that.
right. Well,
Fine with that.
since you volunteered, Dustin, you do your honorable mentions first, since not all of us have them.
All right. My honorable mentions are as follows. Number 5 is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Number 4 is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Number 3 is Trading Places.
Christmas Vacation is an honorable.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it I haven't seen that movie since I was like a little kid, and
What's
I don't
wrong
really
with you?
remember that much about it. I just know it's a good Christmas movie. So
Damn.
There's a couple like that too for me.
it's been like I literally haven't seen that movie since it came out. So I mean I was like 5 or 6 when that movie came out. I've seen it maybe twice.
Continue.
I couldn't leave it off the list though. It's a classic. Number 3, Trading Places. Number 2, Batman Returns, and number 1, Die Hard.
Excellent choice.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So I have honorables. You have Corey and Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
Corey. I'll let you go next.
All right, so I was telling a couple of these guys before we started the show up, I made myself a little rule that I'm only going to put in movies in this list that I own. So I'll go through my 5 honorable mentions. This one is the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol, the Disney animated. It's
You know, I
pretty
haven't
good-
seen that.
It's
That's
a
a good
pretty
one. You should-
version of that one. This one's a horror anthology called A Christmas Horror Story. It's got some pretty good stories in it, and it's the wraparound is narrated by William Shatner, so it's pretty cool.
Oh man, but
Next is Polar Express.
Woohoo!
Whoa, that's an honorable?
Yeah, for me it is. I've just seen it the first time a couple of years ago, and it's pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Here's a great one. Santa Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. If you haven't seen that, check it out.
The Bill Goldberg?
The fucking Goldberg?
What? I did not know Goldberg was.
Wow.
What the
He's
fuck?
pretty much playing Goldberg dressed as Santa, kicking everyone's ass. So it's pretty great.
All right.
And my last honorable mention, Home Alone 2.
Oh.
That's too low.
I hope Home Alone 1's higher on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Lawrence, you want to do your honorables next?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read them off. Number 5 is going to be Tom and Jerry Christmas. Y'all remember that back in the day?
Actually, that's not
No.
a bad choice. I appreciate that.
All right. Appreciate it. 4, y'all, this is going to be controversial, but I watch it every Christmas. I've seen it the first time in my life on Christmas and loved it ever since. Superman
porn, is it?
1978. Nah, it's Superman 1978.
Okay.
What do y'all think? I know it's not
Never seen
Christmas,
it.
but it's the
Is
Christopher
it
Reeve
even
one.
Christmas in the theme? Like in
It's
the
Yeah.
played
setting?
during Christmases though, because he's like Santa Claus. So he's.
I don't think that qualifies, but go ahead. It's an honorable.
right, number-
It's whatever.
It's an
Superman
honorable, yeah.
sucks.
Number 3 is the Santa Claus with Tim Allen's coked out ass. Is that true? He really got
Too
caught
low.
doing coke or something?
Oh, yeah. He was heavy into it.
That was before he was famous, though.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. All right, so number 2 was Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. Y'all remember that with
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
classic. John
I was
Candy and
there.
Steve Martin. And number 1 was Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, just because that stupid ass song got stuck in my head, and I watched it. They made us watch it in school, so I like it.
I didn't even know that
Classic
was
song.
a show.
All right.
Yeah, it was like a Christmas special.
Oh, okay.
It's real dumb.
Very quickly here, I'll just say that my honorable mentions are all based on like movies that are, I guess, could be considered Christmas movies, but maybe not, depending on who you talk to. Number 5 is Gremlins. Number 4 is Trading Places.
Nice.
Number
I had that
3
too.
is Batman Returns.
Oh, okay.
Number 4 is Silent Night, Deadly Night. All of those movies, since they
Good one.
technically have a guy killing a Santa Claus. And my number 1 honorable mention was Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I forgot about that. It was Christmas.
Yeah, you kind of followed my same lead. We had
I know,
almost
you
the
stole
same
my
list.
thunder, fucker.
Well, shouldn't have let me go first.
I know.
The thunder stolen.
But, Jonathan, since you're the guest, I'm going to let you go first for the number 10. Did you have pictures
Okay.
to go with yours, or did you
Of course
not. All right. If you want to load them up, you just hit the share thing down there and share screen, share your tab. If you want. If not, it's whatever.
Well, my number 10 is A Charlie Brown Christmas from 1965.
Ah, nice. You gave the date, too.
That's
I did
that's
Superman. I said,
a classic.
No one cares about Superman.
All right, Lawrence,
Not Last Christmas.
we're just going to go around in a circle here as I got everyone laid out, so you can go next.
all right, and let me get my picture loaded.
Oh, yeah, definitely get those pictures.
Oh, yeah, I should do that.
Should have been prepared, Lawrence. You're never prepared.
Yeah.
The ultimate slacker.
That's why I'm here. All right, man. My number 10 was Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Swartz a what?
So, what did y'all think of it?
It's okay. He's black.
Okay.
The hell you just say?
I'm just joking.
I wanted this
That-
fucking toy so bad.
You
Has
can
anyone ever
get
got
it.
one
It's
of
not
these?
that.
You want to
I've
turn
got
them
it
on
here.
for Christmas?
They're
Well, I'm an
readily
adult
available.
now. I can't-
He got two! He got two! Y'all remember that?
Yeah. I love that movie.
The stupid ass son gives it away though. He gives it to the mailman at the end. He's like, "Here you go." After all that trouble.
I'll share that kid.
Fuck.
All right. My number 10 is a movie that's probably not going to be on anyone else's list. It's Prancer.
Prancer.
Movie about a girl who finds a
That's
deer, and her dad's like all anti-Christmas, and
Please tell me there's a
ends
stripper
up
in it.
being. I wish there was. Exactly. The size says it all.
He wants a Magic Mike stripper, though. Make sure that you specify, Lawrence.
Private Prancer. Prancer for money.
All right, Dustin, you're up.
All right, my number 10 is Arthur Christmas. I've sent it's a movie that came out with my kid, which is funny that you said that about the Ghostbusters thing, but my kid really liked this movie. It's real cute. It's about Santa Claus's son, and he like fucks something up and has to save Christmas, you know.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah. Christmas 2015.
That was an underrated joke, Lawrence. I appreciate
All right,
that.
Hayden, since I full on attacked you earlier as Lawrence, what do you have for your number 10?
All right, hold on.
You sure did.
I gotta share the.
Shit, they got me. Is it based on a true story or?
I've been watching Beavis and Butthead a lot lately.
Lawrence is always the main character.
No, my humor has now become like, all right, sorry, guys. I'll shut up.
That's good shit.
All right, mine. You can go ahead and pull that up.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
My number 10 is The Lodge.
What the Holy shit. I'm
I don't know if you
turned
guys,
on by it.
What? Did you say you were turned on by it?
Kinda. That's a crazy ass way to kill yourself. Like,
Fucking,
yeah, you would go like this or this.
It is,
I've never
it is
seen
Alicia
You know what?
Silverstone.
I'm going to say
Blowjob
this.
first.
By the end of Hayden's list, we may all not be excited for
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
anymore. We may just skip it.
I know when Jonathan was talking about like, do these have to be directly like Christmas related? A few of mine are not. I mean, they are, but like The Lodge, it's
It
you know
said
it's
the
a
word
Christmas
Christmas in
movie, but it's probably the most depressing Christmas related movie I've ever seen.
I can tell.
Could you have at least photoshopped a Christmas tree in the background or something?
God damn it.
That's how it crossed.
That was just a quick Google search, and I thought that would be
That's
great
good.
to pull up.
Oh man.
You know what?
Oh,
Corey
And
saved
we're only
us.
on number 10.
God, that was good.
No,
night.
mine are pretty tame from here on out.
I
Can you
hope so.
send me that?
I had to start with that though.
All right, number 10 for me. I've talked a lot of shit about this movie over the last few years, and but I do understand that it's a classic.
Well, Corey's
I do.
showing off his stuff, and I want to be able to actually see it.
Do understand it's a classic, and I used to really enjoy it, so I'm going to watch it again this year for the first time in a while and try to regain some of that old love I had for it. But it's a Christmas Story.
Ah, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
You know what's weird? Like,
You hated that movie?
I don't know if it's the fact that they just play it 24 hours a day there around
a lot
Christmas,
of it.
and it just gets played
Yeah,
out. You know, so.
they play it on Christmas Day. They play it on like TBS. I think it's
Yeah.
they play it for 24 hours.
That's all that plays in my house. On Christmas Day. That's it.
so,
All right.
Jonathan,
Me now?
number 9.
See, I'm going with my number 9, the Santa Claus with old Tim Allen, 1994.
That's a good one.
The
That's a
coked
great
out
one.
version.
Let's see. Let me see how this works.
The Coke edition.
Oh,
That wasn't snow. That was
hold on.
Coke the whole time.
Right. Let's see.
There.
There's a great little Easter egg in that movie that I love. It's my favorite part of that movie. And you know the part where he first goes to the North Pole and they're giving him a
There
tour
it
of
is.
the workshop.
Yeah.
He finds this little toy tool belt and holds it up to his waist.
Is
think
that
it's
what
a
that was
great
the whole
little-
time?
Yeah, it's a little
Yep.
nod to that.
Homage to Tool Man.
Been for tools.
Lawrence, number 9.
Well, my number 9 was Christmas Story, so I mean, I felt the same way that Corey did. I feel like you have to watch this movie; it's required viewing. However, it's played out. Too many people watch it now.
See,
Everyone's
you know
there.
what? I say that too, but every damn year it comes on, I watch it and I enjoy it. It's not like it's pulling teeth for me to watch that movie. So
It's
this
kinda
year,
got to that point for me. That's why I'm going to watch it again this year for the first time in a while and try to enjoy it like I used to.
I like what it represents, man. Just that era and how, I mean, winter, Christmas, all that. Just the nightmare of it, but also the joy of it.
Right, you just want that lamp.
I'd make
The
love
light
to that
lamp.
lamp. Let me tell you,
Electric
And
sex.
they
in
sell the
the
lamp now.
that's
Like
what I would
pretty
have.
regular.
Electric sex.
It's electric.
All right.
We do talk about electric sex on our last episode.
My number 9 is something that y'all probably expected to be higher on my list, considering I talk about it so much. Is Just Friends.
Such a great movie.
I purposely chose this one because she's biting his lip.
I hate it when chicks do that.
So let me ask y'all a question: is this like the hottest? Her name is Anna Faris, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's her hottest.
Is
That was
the hottest
her-
on this?
That's her peak hotness.
Yeah.
Right, that was like right before she like settled down with Chris Pratt and stopped doing movies and stuff, or slowed down on doing movies, anyways. For a while there, she was in like everything. So was Ryan Reynolds back then too. That was big. That was like peak, like Van Wilder and
Yeah, Van Wilder, yeah.
Waiting and Just Friends and all that shit came out right around that same time.
He was at his best in Green Lantern, honestly.
Shut the fuck up, Lawrence. You do not mean that.
All right, Dustin, number 9.
No, my number 9 is a classic, and it's Frosty the Snowman. The
Like that.
Oh, nice.
the special that they play every year on
You know, I should have had that on my list. Spoiler
TV.
here, it's not on mine.
I always loved that, and I always look forward. I still look forward to whenever they play them on TV.
Hey, Jonathan, were you talking like him? He does have that
Yes, I
voice,
was.
don't he?
The snowman.
Oh man, you know, I piss people off at work, I think, because like they gave us these work phones, right? We got like a work cell phone now. And I just use mine to play Spotify most of the time. I put Spotify on with Christmas music and just put it in my pocket and go all night with Christmas music playing. So
They're not playing Christmas music in your store yet.
they are, but they got the volume so low you can barely fucking hear it.
On the Walmart radio.
Greg, you're just
Do
old.
they have like? Is that? Can you like sign up
Sounds
to be a
full blast.
DJ on Walmart radio? Like, is that a real job?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like talk show folks on there. They're only on there like
Yeah.
every 10 minutes or so. I'm like, man, that sounds like the job.
You're telling me.
Sorry you guys are wasting your whole life, but yeah, well,
I work,
there's another classic hit from 40 years ago.
I
Yeah,
work a couple hours a day and I make more than all of you.
yeah, exactly. They probably don't even. They probably like record that shit from their house.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
100%.
All right, Hayden, you're up. Number
All
9.
right. You
I'm
got it?
scared.
You said it
Mine
was
is-
Kane from here on out.
Mine is Elf with Will Ferrell.
What?
The picture has nothing to do with that. I just Googled naughty elf and I didn't know
Alright.
I didn't know if the photos had to go with the movie or not.
I mean,
So I just like the
typically, but
photo.
No rules. All right.
I don't hate the photo, so
All right.
it is what it is. I'll allow it. Like,
Elf is number 9 on your list.
Yeah. What do you? I'm guessing you got it higher.
Yeah.
I was really scrambling to put these in order. I really like Elf though.
I actually remembered Frosty like right before the show, and I was like, son of a bitch, I didn't put it in my list.
Dude, I
So,
know.
but, you know, bringing it in.
Hayden, you know that he turned down like $2 million to do the sequel for Elf? Like he didn't want to come
Really?
back and do it. I'm like, it was a good movie.
Yeah, but I think a sequel
Will Ferrell
could've
turned
ruined
it down?
Yeah, he said he
100%. I wouldn't have done a sequel either.
Yeah, that some things need to just be left alone. That's a movie that doesn't need a sequel.
That was
okay.
John Favreau that directed that, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go,
Yep.
Greg. Share that real quick. There we go. Relevant photo.
That's forced perspective, by the way. That's not CGI.
Oh, it is? Really?
Yeah. I saw the
damn.
making of it. Because I have nothing else better to do.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
All of
right,
his
Corey.
scenes are forced perspective. Like when he's sitting in his lap, what's his fucking name? The old elf.
Newhart. Bob
Newhart, that's When he's sitting in his lap, he's like sitting in a chair that's really close, and Bob Newhart's like waving him back. It's masterfully done.
Nice.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like an interesting watch. The making of.
Mhm.
I think it's on Netflix. Like Christmas movies that made us. I think that's what it's called.
Oh. I
Home
need to
Alone's
check
on
that
there.
out.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
Home
have to
Alone's
watch
on
that.
there. Die Hard's
is
on
on
there, I
there.
think. So, you know, what's that?
All right, Corey, you ready for your spotlight here? Lawrence, don't
Yeah.
get mad.
Why me? Lawrence, don't get mad. That's what we're playing here.
All right, my number 9 is Ernest Saves Christmas.
You did
Oh,
talk about
man,
that one.
yes.
That's also a great one. Probably should have been on my list.
Oh man,
I can't believe I don't give Ernest the love he deserves.
I
You know
hate
what? And
Ernest.
none of these lists have any Ernest movies on them ever either. So that's why I always forget about them because I haven't seen them in so long. You hate Ernest, Hayden?
Yeah. I
'cause
always
you're a
thought he was just
millennial.
mentally retarded, and I didn't know why I was supposed to laugh at a grown man who's mentally retarded.
Well, of course he is.
That was the whole appeal. Was he was
That's
the
mentally
thing.
retarded, dude.
I never got it.
You're supposed to root for
What?
him.
When he goes into the impressions of other people, and fuck me, I'm on the floor laughing. I'm done.
Yeah, good choice, Corey.
Hey, Lawrence, Hayden probably wouldn't appreciate Ray Stevens, huh?
No.
Yeah, Ray
It was,
Stevens.
I was
Dude, my
forced to watch that.
grandma loved Ray Stevens.
I love Ray Stevens.
Grandma like Ray Stevens.
So there was one time, it was on one of the Dashing with Gregs, like our friend Shadow was with us, and it was funny because like he was playing all this Ray Stevens stuff for Lawrence, and like Lawrence was not into it.
I had to take a laugh
Shadow
out
was not
through
missing
that
a beat.
shit.
He was playing song after song after song, and then telling them what they mean.
And yo,
What he's talking about?
Classics, baby. Classics.
Now, what's better
Well,
than the songs or the videos, though?
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
the
watch
videos are great.
yeah,
Videos are easy.
the
But
streaker,
Lawrence
the
is up there
naked
trying to
man.
pretend like he likes it.
Don't answer the phone, Nudden.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan, number
Oh,
8.
back to me. Number 8 for me is It's a Beautiful Life. Wonderful. Excuse me. Wonderful Life.
I was gonna say,
What
give me
the-
all
what
the-
the-
Am I doing the wrong thing I said?
You know that movie's was when I was looking at other lists, top 100 lists. That movie is like at the top of every list, and I just don't get it.
And here's the thing: is that movie was directed by Frank Capra, 1946. It was a commercial disaster, and if I'm not mistaken, they actually closed that studio after that
Really?
flop.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm ashamed
and
to
it
say
didn't.
I've never watched it.
It's
It
really
didn't come
good.
into its own till way later. That everybody
A
started
little-
liking it.
A little fun fact: it started that whole story of the dude that if he is not around, how his life would be different, how the people around you've seen those stories before,
Yeah.
and this is the one that started it, I think, and that's where they pulled from this. And I've seen it for the first time. Watch it in black and white. Don't watch the color version. They did a color version, and James Stewart came out and said, "I'm protesting this. It's got to be in black and white." So, a little fun fact.
I don't know. I saw the colored version, and I didn't have a problem with it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, usually you have to see it in the originals, Greg.
I watched the subtitled version too.
Well, that's because you're old and you can't hear.
Closed caption for the hearing impaired.
That's right. So actually, Jonathan, before we continue on with Lawrence here, did you watch Squid Game?
No, which is why I left when y'all was doing the show.
Oh,
I left
okay.
it in case I went to see it.
So here's my question: do you have a problem with someone who would watch it in subtitles rather than dubbed?
Oh, of course
Like-
not. I mean, I watch anime, so I mean, I watch it either way, really. But I mean, subtitles are usually my go-to.
Thank you, Dustin.
Watch them both ways. I mean, it depends on if the dub is really good. Then yeah, but if they're sitting there and their mouth is not anywhere near matching what they're saying, then it's going to distract the shit out of me the whole time.
See, I was actually having a discussion with this with somebody at work. They're like, with anime, dubbed doesn't bother you as much because their mouths, you don't know what the fuck they're saying anyway. It's like,
Right.
but when it comes to like, live action, you look at their mouths more, and it just bothers you. So
100%.
the dub, yeah. So. All right, but that being said, yeah, you definitely need to watch that. My wife was watching it today, and I was rewatching it and loving it just as much. But
Did your wife like it, Greg, or what was her reaction?
oh, she's already sucked in 100%.
By the way,
But-
you're all welcome for that because
And
Oh
she's,
yeah, Dustin's the one that is the hero this time.
And this is what's great too, is like she wasn't spoiled anything. The only spoiler she got, I won't say, but she only had like one spoiler. So it's
actually you can
crazy.
thank my kid because my kid's actually the one that got me to watch it. So
This is what's interesting though, is like any spoiler that comes to my wife is because of the damn Roblox Squid Games that they have that my daughter plays.
Yeah, what's
so-
that's why your kid. That's why your kid knows about fake controllers because she was already playing video games herself.
Dude, you should see her on this Roblox shit. It's mind blowing. But
How old is your daughter?
4?
Dang, Haley plays Roblox too. She's 14.
All right, so what number are we on? Number 8, Lawrence.
Yep.
My number 8 was the same as Jonathan's. It was A Wonderful Life.
Wow, I thought that'd be higher on your list.
For this movie, nah, I mean, I have other stuff that's more sentimental. I seen this like 2 years ago for the first time. I liked it. It was a good movie. It's definitely a reason why it makes the list every year.
Interesting.
All right, Greg.
All right. My number 8 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation version. I love all those movies, but this one's definitely my
Stop
favorite.
motion, you mean?
Yeah, claymation stop motion.
Get it right, more.
It's all the same.
Thank you.
As far
That's
as I
not
know,
the
it's a
same.
puppet.
dude.
Not saying.
Anyway, my favorite is this version with the Rudolph puppet.
100%.
Mm-hmm. I love that one.
That is my number
I love
8.
love the prospector.
Oh yeah.
I think that's too low.
He's
but-
right. He's here in the stream of this. Yukon Cornelius.
You got Cornelius. There he
I've
is.
been. I keep telling myself I need to go as him for Halloween one year and just
I
get
mean-
like a big puffy blue coat and
a red hat.
yeah and all that
You
stuff.
can definitely pull it off.
And I've
Silver
literally
in
got
their
the
hills.
name. Like my last name's Cornelius. Like it's not.
That's a
It's
prospect.
perfect,
man.
It's a beautiful name.
It's a beautiful life.
Yukon Cornelius.
Because isn't his name like Yukon Cornelius or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yukon, baby.
Yeah,
All
one
right,
of these
well-
days.
My number 8 has been mentioned. It's Just Friends as well. Love that movie. It's super fucking funny. Peak Ryan Reynolds comedy. I didn't have a picture.
It's all right. I already showed you.
I didn't have it.
All right, Hayden, you ready
My
to
next
go here?
one, mine is Gremlins. I actually just watched this for the first time last year and loved it. I wish I had grown up on this like everyone else, but I still love it.
How cute is Gizmo, really? I mean, come on, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute little fella.
Have you seen the new? I try to stay away from pop figures, but there's one I just saw that I guess just came out, and it's one of the Gremlins with the 3D glasses on, and he's got the
Yeah, I
popcorn
saw
thing.
that.
I want to get
Oh,
that one. I
really?
think.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I saw somebody made they got one of the giant pops of that and made a lamp out of it. And now they have pop Christmas ornaments, which I might actually get some of those.
Jesus.
gives me an excuse to buy them because I'm the same way. If I start buying them, I'll have hundreds of them. So I only have one, and it's the Larry Bird pop, and that's it.
Yeah, I just got the one Batman one. So
I got the Seinfeld ones, and then I got this Chuck Nolan one that I bought it dirt cheap because it was like $1.
I have two. One's Marcus Phoenix, and the other is Bruce Willis from Die Hard. They're both given to me. I did not buy them.
I bought mine directly from the Funko factory.
but is this him right here? I don't know if you guys can see it. Is that the pop?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, Corey, number 8.
All right. I say it's a Christmas movie because he wouldn't be at that damn office without the Christmas party.
Hey,
So,
there it is.
Die Hard.
So you can
It is a
see
Christmas movie.
It is Christmas after all, guys.
Woohoo!
It's Christmas.
The debate is over.
Ball up your feet. Ball up your toes. Cure jet lag.
Do the 6 of us all agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Yeah,
Say it.
I don't care.
I'm-
Either way, I don't.
I still don't know if I think it's a Christmas movie. Or not.
Greg is like when they say 4 out of 5 dentists approve,
It's number 5.
he's that number 5. He's that 5th dentist in the state.
I'm starting to warm up to the idea, but I'm not there yet.
Well,
So
I mean, I
a
feel like
couple
there's
years
kind
ago,
of
I made it.
genres, right?
What's that?
A couple years ago, I made watching Die Hard on Christmas a tradition. Not on Christmas, but like during Christmas. So
Sure.
well, I think
I mean,
it's
I
You
feel
want
like
to say,
there's-
Jonathan?
I feel like there's Christmas movies, and then there's Christmas that take place during Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just two different things. You can watch them whenever the fuck you want. They're movies.
Exactly.
You know.
Amen.
I don't really care, either way what people think about those arguments because it's not that big a deal to me either. But I think it's more a Christmas movie because Christmas is more a part of the story, whereas some other movies are just happening during Christmas time, and that's part of the atmosphere.
Honestly, I feel that way about Batman Returns. Like, I feel like it just takes place during Christmas, but there's never a sense that you're giving presents around and it's Christmassy. But I don't know. You have the penguin biting people's noses off and shit. Eating raw
Really
why-
ruins the Christmas spirit.
So here's the thing: is like, why do people have to make excuses to watch these movies? If you want to watch them during Christmas time, just fucking watch them.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know.
That's whatever you want, man. Right,
Alright.
number 7.
Yes, we are on number 7.
Number 7. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
What the
The,
fuck?
the
That's
animated version
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
from 1966, which I did not know it was that old.
yeah, it's
I
super
know,
old.
damn.
Holy crap! Did not know it was that old. I don't have a picture though because I forgot to pick it up. But
No, it's all right.
yeah, I'm sure you know what it looks like.
Definitely, I think
Yeah.
everyone does.
hmm
Lawrence, do you have a picture? Since
Yeah,
that was
since-
your number
I do.
7 as well.
I'll share it with us. And it's
Is
this one.
yours the animated version?
Yeah, of
There
course.
you go.
Oh yeah. That's the only version we
It's
need.
the only version. I love Jim Carrey, man. Don't get it twisted, but this is it. This is the only one.
But if they made a man to play the Grinch, it was Jim Carrey. But that's
Yeah.
the best he can do with the source material.
I don't actually have a picture for my number 7, but it's already been mentioned before and shown. It's a Christmas Story.
You son of
Oh.
a bitch.
Son of a.
So it's mine. My number 7 is also a Christmas Story.
Oh.
And on my dad's side of the family, they literally put it on every TV, and it is on the TV for 24 hours. That is one of their Christmas traditions.
What happens if you change the channel?
Am I your dad?
That's not something that you do.
Am I your dad? That's what I do.
Hayden?
So yeah, go ahead,
Mine-
Hayden. Since
Mine's
Greg ruined my
you
list.
already mentioned it, Greg, but mine is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
There he is.
And there's
Man,
little
look.
Yukon.
That's an
Yukon
easy
Corner-
costume
yeah, dude,
to
you
pull
can
off.
totally pull that off.
And man, I've been watching this every year since I was a kid.
Oh, dude, you
And-
need to do that. Definitely.
I know, right? I can totally pull that off.
I think you should show up to the next show or Christmas week show. You have to dress up like Cornelius,
Okay.
and we'll do the hot chip challenge at the same time.
That would be great, actually.
It would actually.
We could all
Alright,
dress up
I'll-
in like Christmas
I'll start. I'll
ugly
start
sweaters.
gathering items for the costume.
Where are you gonna get a pickaxe?
I don't know. I should have hit up Spirit Halloween this year. Maybe they would have had a rubber
Just
one.
go to Home Depot, get one, then take it back the next day.
Yeah, that
What
for
are
that.
you talking about?
Work the system.
Make one out of cardboard.
Yo, I did that with that Roman costume. Remember I did that with the Roman suit? I brought it back out the package and shit. And they're like, it's fine. They do it all the
You-
time, Springer.
You were not that guy that brought it back outside the package.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
He was still
You were
wearing it.
just- So here's my question:
At least stuff
I
it back in the
bring this
bag.
back.
Were you just carrying it in
folded-
a pile in the store and just like throwing it on the counter?
No, I folded it neatly. And I said, ma'am, I bought this from yesterday. You remember me? You saw me? You sold it to me. I just want my money back.
I saw you. You saw me and stuff. Remember? No,
Get some-
sir. I see
If
hundreds of
somebody
people.
calls security, please, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I came with holes in my shirt and a beard and everything.
Get him the fuck out of here.
With needles in my arms.
I gotta need security up front.
Oh, I already found it. A $10 pickaxe on Amazon. There we go.
Nailed it.
Make sure it's full scale and not like Andy Dufresne.
Oh, that's yeah. You're right.
Get your friend.
A little.
No, that happened to me. I bought some shelves for my garage, and they were too small.
Did you, friend? That took me a second.
I know. They hit me afterwards too. I'm like, because I heard Corey laugh at it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, he did just say that.
Why is that funny? Oh.
I'm sorry.
You've been carving out that wall for a while.
Well, you see, I got a hole behind my poster here. So
Going to the
There we
nub.
go.
breaking out of prison.
That's your way to get out of that place, huh?
Yeah.
Carving a hole to a new apartment.
Almost
All right,
there.
Corey, what's your number 7?
All right. Well, it's been mentioned, Gremlins. So
Gremlins. Okay.
not much more to
Yay.
say about it.
Do you like the one with Hogan in it, where he like saves the day or some shit? I know I mentioned it before. I love that scene for some reason.
You know, I've only seen that like one time, and it's been years. I may have just watched that one again sometime soon. I don't remember if I liked it or not, really.
Did you like Hogan back then, or were you like into Hulkamania?
Oh yeah, that was-
Yeah. Wait, no, one second.
And I started watching wrestling like around WrestleMania 3, and
Okay.
it was because of the Hogan Andre thing. So
No, shit, nice.
So who's next here?
All right, is it me?
I believe so. Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number
Please don't
6 is. Oh, am I gonna steal your thunder? Probably not.
I hope not.
It is. It is
What is it?
Miracle
I'm
on
nervous.
34th Street.
He didn't get me.
Well,
Didn't get to this time.
oh, you chose the updated version, not the original. I see.
Is that Matilda? Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
and the dude
Yes,
from
indeed.
Jurassic Park.
So is that do you like that one better than the original?
I mean, it's basically the same movie.
That's true.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's literally just an updated version.
Yeah.
That's another one of those Christmas movies that's just kind of like, I don't get the
Yeah.
hype. I guess it's a classic.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me. It's like, well, if it's on, okay, I'll watch it. But I'm not
I'll admit
breaking an
the first
appointment
part
to
of the
see it.
movies. I'll admit the first part of the movie is pretty boring.
Sorry.
A lot of it's,
is.
a lot of us grew up watching that kind of stuff because our parents grew up watching it, so then we ended up
Right.
watching it.
In
Like
school
all-
too, man.
All those movies like that and It's a Wonderful Life and such like that were more about the setting and the environment going with everything. So, because the way they filmed them was pretty amazing back then to fit all that in.
I think it's a Wonderful Life. Kind of brings back it's like a whimsical time to you because we're in 2021
Yeah.
and that was back in the 50s. So it's like a time long forgotten.
It's just like a Christmas story. Same thing. It's like a
So
time
Lawrence-
that doesn't exist. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Number 6.
Hi, how are you?
Jonathan, you'll probably appreciate this because you seem to be a film buff. Do you remember this movie? It's The Apartment with Jack Lemmon. It had Jack Lemmon
No.
and yeah, this is back in the 1960s, I believe. I need to do my research on it. I've seen this one, but it's real good, man. It's like basically it's real good. You guys gotta check it out sometime. If you like A Wonderful Life, movies like that, it's like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye, Lawrence.
All right, have a good one.
Did you
All
kick
right.
him out, Greg?
No, I didn't kick him out. He
It's
just
a
said,
dumb movie. Get out of here.
fuck you in your movie.
His brother came home again.
Kicked him out of the room.
Put him on my computer. My computer.
There we go. Now we can hear you. All right. My number 6, I believe it was that we're on. Yes, my number 6 is one that's already been mentioned, but mine's a different version. It's a Miracle on 34th Street, the original though, the black and white.
The
edition.
OG. The OG. Okay.
That's one of the few movies I actually enjoy better black and white. There's not a whole lot of those, but that's one of them.
I actually think the guy that plays Santa in the original's better than Jurassic Park dude, but other than that, they're pretty much similar.
How dare you talk about John Hammond like that?
Yeah, couldn't think of his name in the movie.
All right, well, my number 6 is The Grinch, but it's the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh my god, go to hell. Get out of here.
What? Why do people... apparently you guys hate this movie?
Because he makes a face like this.
I don't hate it, but
I love that.
Because this
My mom
was the
took me to see
rip-off
that.
of the
I don't know.
original.
I don't even like the original that much.
Oh.
Now
how do you
lost
not like the original?
I said I don't like it that much.
They always
I
like
like this
Stephen
version
King.
better.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because, we were all older when that movie came out, and I don't have kids. I couldn't get into it. I don't
saw
know.
it in theaters.
That-
It's a
I
big
mean-
deal at the time.
That's
When did that movie come out? Because I went to see that movie with my mother, so... And you guys
I don't
are all
know.
younger than me, except Greg and Corey.
What
and
I do
Jonathan
remember
and
about the
Jonathan.
live action one is, for some reason, the little Who girl's hair pissed me off, and I don't know why.
I
It
know
was
exactly
screen
what you're talking about. As soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, it's annoying.
yeah.
Hey, every time she's on screen, I just can't stop looking at her stupid hair. I'm like,
Ooh, Cindy Lou.
Yeah, that movie came out in 2000, so I was like
Dude.
15 when that movie came
Dude,
out.
that was 1 year before 9/11. Isn't that weird? It was like the last good year.
Can't believe that movie's 21 years old.
yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
believe.
Jesus.
How old is Jim Carrey now?
I don't know
Oh,
how
he's
that was
old.
related to
Close
9/11,
60,
but
I think.
Yeah,
No way, dude.
so I was wondering, like, I don't know how to way to
The
bring
same
it down.
The same dude we were seeing on In Living Color is almost 60.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry.
well, this came out. My
10 years before 9/11.
yeah, my next pick came out 20 years before 9/11.
now I know why Hayden was so mad.
It was probably a lot more than 20. I don't know what year this came out, but
See, look, her hair is not annoying, right there.
Oh yeah, her hair's not annoying right there. Her fucking eyes are annoying though.
That's a cartoon. What do you expect?
Got them
Her two
anime
little
eyes.
strands of hair sticking up, that's not annoying.
Yeah, she's got anime eyes. Jonathan's right.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's got them eyes, man.
Nobody cares about your Jim Carrey Grinch shit.
No one cares about your
Your
Lies.
face.
so yeah. Fuck you, Greg.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
In conclusion, fuck you, Greg.
at least they got Max right. I mean,
Oh my God! Whatever image you just pulled up next, Hayden, I don't know what to think about.
oh shit, I didn't mean to pull it up that early.
what was that?
Oh yeah, you got to see it too. It's my next pick. You guys we'll get there.
All right, Corey. what do you
Damn
got?
it! I was hoping it'd be a surprise for everybody.
I don't even know what it was, so it's
Yeah, I
still
barely
gonna
got
be
a
a
glimpse
surprise.
of it. So
My number 6 is definitely a classic. The original
Solo
Home Alone.
layout.
Hey,
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
How underrated is Daniel Stern, by the way, in everything he does?
Is that on
Oh, yeah.
4K yet? Do they have a
Yeah, it is
4K
on
that?
4K.
You know what's funny
It
is Lawrence was doing all that clapping, but I was on the solo layout, so it only caught the end of it. He's like, comes back and he's like,
I was getting ready. I knew you were gonna. But yeah, you're right. Daniel Stern is underrated, and for that, it's because Joe
100%.
Pesci's next to him.
Yeah.
But
You know,
he definitely shines in Rookie of the Year. So
he ain't
Yeah.
no Tim Curry.
that's true.
no Tim Curry.
Nobody's Tim Curry.
Nobody could beat Tim Curry. We to number 5, right?
To number 5.
Number 5, which is mine, is Home Alone. Funny tidbit about that. I don't know if y'all know this. You know the old show they show in the movie where he's got the Tommy gun and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was shot specifically for the show. That's not a real movie.
Yeah, I know. That was
Yeah, I
I was
heard
so
about that.
disappointed
Yeah.
when I heard that. Actually,
Me too. I was like, I want to see that movie.
Actually, Jonathan, I'm glad you brought that up because my dream, what I want to happen so bad, is one time when I go to deliver food on someone's doorstep, I want them to play this as I come up. Just leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here. It's
Need
my
to
dream.
change, you filthy animal.
You filthy animal. Mo with the gimpy leg.
Oh, they could actually program that into their Ring doorbell. Like whenever I go to hit the ring,
Yeah.
they can make it say that. Just
That'll
leave
work.
it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Well, I'm gonna do that on mine. Shit.
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna get one of those, man. I'm gonna do that shit too. It's gonna be great.
Real quick before we move on, we were talking about Tim Curry. That'd be a great top 10 list, by the way. Top 10 Tim Curry movies.
Oh yeah,
boy.
it would.
Even if he's in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Dustin, I think you're
Yeah.
roboting again.
Yeah.
I haven't
Don't
smoked.
know the gato, this gato.
Fucking droid because they're talking.
Lawrence, save us.
Roger.
Number 5.
All right. My number 5, guys, is I'll Be Home for Christmas. It was a TV special, but I liked it anyways.
JTT.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Would y'all get fucked by him or not?
No.
Teenage
What?
heartthrob. Whoa, what the hell?
Wait, what?
If someone came making a face like this to you,
Excuse
would
me?
you be able to resist?
A 12-year-old child? Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I thought, Jonathan, that's about now.
I don't know what it looks like now. Not that it would matter.
But where's he been? But hold on.
You didn't show a now picture when you asked that question.
You said that guy.
We're the same. No, we're the same age. And I'm talking about at the time. And I'm not gay anyway, so I was kidding.
I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
fucking. As a 12-year-old, I'm not fucking another 12-year-old.
Look.
God.
Look, you can't.
What is happening?
Would you guys let him fuck you? Because I know I would. Then 5 seconds later,
But at least I
talk about-
wasn't. At least I wasn't doing the fucking. I asked if we would get.
I don't know how that's better.
I don't know. That's not better at all.
Why does it always go here? Why? Every single time.
Because we're the Slackercast, man.
That has nothing to do with you and your borderline gayness.
Just,
I don't know what you want me to do, man.
I think it's the wire right here, man. Because it's only when you move your head a certain way. Yep, it's definitely right there. That's your bad spot.
Stop doing it.
Did for a second. Anyway, I'll move on here. My number 5
Yeah, please.
is Charlie Brown Christmas.
Hey.
Love it. It's a
You know,
classic.
I forgot to put that on my list.
I don't see how anyone could not enjoy that movie.
Number 10.
Do you call it peanuts or Charlie Brown? Like, who calls it peanuts?
Old people.
Yeah.
My number 5. My number 5 is.
You're still roboting.
Yeah, it's real bad.
There's just his
Oh,
larynx.
Look at his hair.
Whoa,
It's like Gene Wilder.
I was about to say he's like Willy Wonka over here.
Now he's Cam Newton. What the hell?
My number 5 is the Santa Claus.
Hey, there we go.
It's already been talked about.
All right. Well, here, let me pull up your picture.
You got a picture? Yeah.
There's my picture.
Hey.
I almost said something, but I'm glad I didn't. Just because there was a little boy in the picture, I almost said something to Lawrence. But...
Speaking of little boys, are you guys ready for my pick?
Oh God! Now I am scared.
Whoa! It's just the way he
All right,
said
here
it.
is.
Yeah.
Salo, or 120 Days of Sodom.
What is this?
Wait,
What does this have to do with Christmas?
Look how interested Lawrence is.
What?
wait, you guys haven't
That's
seen
the
this?
movie. I have. This movie would be right up your alley, Lawrence. Should seek it out.
I'm gonna
us all
take it
about
off
Lawrence.
screen. No, that's a joke. I did just watch that, and
What
probably
the
the
hell is
most fucked up movie I've ever seen.
I can tell.
Oh, you don't want to know. We'll probably get this podcast pulled if we talk about it. But
Damn, it's that
Give us,
bad.
dude. Give us a synopsis then. Just
All right,
the
these-
Cliff Note.
during Nazi-occupied France during World War II, these like 4 high government officials essentially like kidnap a bunch of young teenage boys and girls
Oh,
to
I don't like
elicit
this.
sex from them for 120 days, or what is that, 4 months, I guess.
Is that a magic number or something?
I don't know.
120
kind of,
days, man. You're in the wind. All right, just 120 days.
It's
kind
really-
of
The most
high-
uncomfortable I've ever felt watching a movie.
It's kind of the art house cinema version of Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah.
Oh,
you-
God.
So Corey, you've seen it?
Yeah.
Why am I strangely curious, though?
It's on the Criterion Collection. It's on sale this month. If you want.
I know,
yeah,
that's why I bought it, because I'm like, I want to see the most disturbing movie ever. Let's check it out. Because I've seen Irreversible, I've seen, everything else. But holy shit, this is another level of like, I don't feel like I should, like, how is this legally able to be sold? It's of that level. But anyway, my real pick is Home Alone.
It's similar.
So anyway, here's Home Alone.
That has nothing.
Had the two wet bandits got a hold of Macaulay Culkin, it would have been the same movie, but they didn't.
Luckily, he got away. Jeez.
All right, Corey, get us out of this topic.
Full side of this goes bad.
It's been mentioned, the original Grinch, so.
Oh, the Grinch stole it.
Dude, I need to get that on Blu-ray. I only have a VHS of that.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
an upgrade, wouldn't it?
So just so y'all know, this right here is the guy. This is what Lawrence meant to say he wanted to be fucked by.
Oh no.
Pull him up. What's he look like now? Let's see. That looks. What
He
happened to
was
his
on,
eyebrows?
he actually had a
That
little
looks
part
like
on
Lawrence's type, though.
Tim Allen's new show the other, like,
Oh
a
look,
month
he's
ago.
got a little pseudo beard there.
Last
That's
time I
nice.
seen him, he was in Veronica Mars. That was the last time I ever heard from him.
How old is he now?
It's got to be about
Yeah.
40.
Asking for a friend.
Lawrence said he's the same age as him. So how old are you, Lawrence?
32. I'm just kidding. I'm 28.
Wouldn't
yeah.
be lying if I didn't do this at least once. in
Pretty
that
sure he was older than me when he was on TV. So
Let me just look it up. We got Google, or we got Bing. I'm sorry.
What are you looking up?
JTL's age,
JTL.
or JTT. I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a pet name for him, I see.
Oh,
He's 40 years old.
Maybe Lawrence should give
No way,
Salo
dude.
a try.
That dude is like the same age as...
Well, he's 20 something. He's like 30 or 10 years older than me. I'm 28. So what? 12 years? Damn.
Guess you would be getting fucked.
Yeah,
I
guess
need
he
to.
was.
I gotta scrub
by
my
an
computer that
experienced
photo
dude,
now.
too.
Yeah.
Teach you some things.
all right. We moving on.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
Number 4. Yes, I should do this quicker. Yeah,
Just-
oh my god, why is it
Yeah,
doing that?
just get your tab ready whenever like everyone else is doing theirs. That's what I usually do.
Why
Or my
didn't it
picture,
happen?
rather.
Okay. Hold on, it's freaking out on me.
Greg, thanks for saving me.
Oh, you're welcome, Lawrence.
There we go. It's Scrooge.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Will
Great
Bill
name.
Murray, my fave.
I've still never seen that movie.
It's a
I
good
need-
one. It's like a
I
you
need to
know,
watch it.
it's like the three spirits and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Visit him and all that. You know,
I love Bill Murray, so
it's good shit.
I will check that out this year.
What about naked Bill Murray?
What is wrong with you guys today?
I don't know if I want to see that.
It's been a lot of talk about a lot of naked men, and I don't know how I feel about it being the first time on
Who
the
you
show.
guys?
That's all I'm saying.
I know what y'all be doing after the show's over.
This is normal. Question.
You guys live near each other now.
Oh, Greg didn't tell you after the show we all get naked.
That's right. It's the first thing we do.
I would say
Stick
good
around
two-
for the after dark.
good 2/3 of us already don't have pants on. So
Yeah, I'm in my underwear right now.
Wait a minute. How did you? Never mind.
Is there another camera down there?
Is it my turn now?
I think
Did
my
you go,
thighs
Greg?
are already eating into this chair. Actually, no, it's Jonathan's turn next. I mean,
I didn't. It's Scrooge, baby.
Lawrence,
Lauren.
you're next.
Oh, sorry, guys.
He's over there like dancing and shit.
All right, guys. No one said anything about Thanksgiving, so I'll do the honors. Pocahontas, the cartoon, 1995.
Okay.
And
I was
this
wondering
is-
if anyone was going to have a Thanksgiving related.
You know, I tried to find some. There's not really that many Thanksgiving themed
It's
movies.
really not. 'Cause
There's
I look too.
I thought there was more, but there really isn't. So
someone
You
had
would think
planes,
there'd be
trains,
more
and
movies.
automobiles.
Yeah, that was the one I almost put on the list, but
what movie was it?
Planes,
Trains, and Automobiles.
Like, considering it's a
Yeah.
family get together and involves food, you would think there'd be more movies about it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Thanksgiving gets no love, man. It's weird. They skip over it.
you know they'll say like we're trying to get home for the holidays. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess that's one of them.
Yeah.
So
Because
know,
Thanksgiving is a boring holiday. That's why it gets skipped.
everybody just gets here, eats, they leave.
Oh, the
Yeah.
apartment was New Year's, so there was a New Year's one then on this list so far.
So this is number 4, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 4, A Christmas Carol,
Oh, the original
the original.
with Alistair Sim.
That's right.
Only Satanists are named Alistair.
Is that true?
I mean, there's like Alistair Black. That's the only one I know.
Alistair
It's
Crowley
Malachi.
just ruined
Alistair
it.
Crowley. Yeah, sorry.
He ruined it
Yeah.
for all the Alistairs in the world.
Yep.
Alistair Crowley.
All right, Dustin, you've been waiting for this. It's your turn.
All right. Well, my number 4 is my favorite of the TV Christmas specials, and that's Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nice.
The classic.
The
Did
classic.
you guys know there's actually like 2 other movies that I assume are made by the same people because it's the same style of animation with Rudolph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Santa Claus Comes to Town.
You know-
and
Like I didn't know that until I
Jack
was
Frost.
researching
Yeah.
I'm gonna
this
tell you.
list.
I'm going to tell you what makes this weird. If you eliminate this little part over here by the wrist, it looks like Santa is shirtless and caressing Rudolph.
I thought he was for a sec, dude. That's like, what the fuck?
That's the because at first
Yeah.
I was looking, I'm like, is he even wearing a shirt? But then I saw the wrist cuff there. So
you know what else is interesting about this picture? That's what Hayden's going to look like when he's old.
Yep. Except I'll be bald. Was he? Wait, was he
He was
bald?
bald.
Yeah,
in that
he was
picture?
definitely
have you ever shaved the beard, Hayden?
What?
Have you ever shaved the beard?
Not in like 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
He showed us that picture.
I keep telling myself if I lose enough weight, maybe I will. But I don't want to see what I look like under this.
I want to see how many chins are under here.
Exactly. Yeah.
more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Oh man,
But maybe like a couple years ago.
Okay, you can say it. He's Asian, too. So.
Yikes. Yikes!
A couple years ago, I trimmed it down to maybe like Corey's length, and was not happy with it, so I grew it back. And that's that. Yeah.
Well, with that, it is your pick, sir. What's your number 4?
Oh, wait, did Dustin just go?
Yep.
Okay,
All right,
mine.
Rudolph was my number 4.
I don't know if it technically counts, but I guess it kind of does.
Oh, I'm looking at your picture, and it definitely counts.
Okay, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if somebody was going to bring it.
such a fun movie, and
What's this?
Yeah.
What's this? What's really this?
It
Oh
can
my
be
God.
it can be a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That's what
It doubles as either one.
I think that's why I like it. And I hate musicals, but I
Jonathan,
can still dig it.
can you
All the
talk
music in that one's great, though.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
talk like the boogeyman?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the doggy man.
Why do you sound like a plantation owner? Like,
I didn't.
you
Man.
had a Christmas fair.
I swear we're a loving podcast.
How many strikes have you
Maybe.
got so far?
Not enough people listen for us to get strikes.
yeah.
Plantation owner. I've never been called that before. That's pretty good.
Or no, I'm sorry, Colonel Sanders then.
Colonel saying, well, I mean, same thing, really, if you think about it. Like, close enough.
Corey, you're up.
All
Who's the
right.
colonel?
My number 4, I think, is one of those, I guess, a modern day Christmas classic now. And just a great cast and Bad Santa.
Solo.
Bad Santa. Very nice.
I'm surprised no one else mentioned that. But, that's a classic with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, my fucking lunch break.
Is it on your list, Lauren?
No, it wasn't. I forgot all about it, man.
Well, I guess it wasn't that much of a classic for you then, was it?
Well.
You got me.
Neither was that Lemon Drop movie or whatever the fuck he listed earlier.
Apartment.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Apart.
Lemon drop.
I don't know. He said, all I heard him say was something about lemons and
Jack.
I never said
Jack
that.
Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, the dude's name was Jack Lemmon. He was a really good actor.
I was partially right.
Lord Jesus.
All right, so is it my turn again, or
No, it's me. Next up is
We're in the top 3 now.
number
Yes.
3. There we go. Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Ah,
Yeah.
I forgot all about that one.
I forgot about that too.
Old Tiny Tim. And whatnot.
So, what kind of perverted stuff was on the original box for that one? 'Cause you know,
No
they
telling.
probably something.
Penises in there for sure.
So we gotta sneak them in. You know, that's what Lawrence says.
Mr. Scrooge isn't wearing pants because he's a duck or whatever, right?
nah? It's because he's a pervert. All right, it's on me now.
It's on you.
What's your number 3, Lawrence?
Of course, it had to be Home Alone 2. You guys said Home Alone 1, but for me,
I
2
pulled up the
was-
Tim Curry.
I'm sorry.
Had to.
You must be mistaken.
Is that the New York one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I should have put that on my list too.
Because you had the bird lady. Remember, she was like, all weird.
Yeah.
Snowplow Man was
You
cool.
guys
but Bird
remember
Lady-
the Home Alone 2 video game for Sega?
Oh, yeah. I played that.
It was
Terrible.
really hard. It was one of those really hard,
Yeah. It was
Games.
stupid hard.
like the Lion King, where you just get stuck.
Oh, my
all the
God. Jesus Christ, Lion King. I'm getting PTSD, man. Jesus. Fortunate Son starts playing.
I know you've probably fucking broken some controllers to that. To those
I've
games.
broken- I've broken lots of controls of lots of games. I've got a
I've
box
seen him
full of
break
them.
a couple of them.
I've broken
Using
lots
those Mad Cat controllers.
That's it.
The cheap ass.
See, I punish myself. I buy brand new stuff, all licensed stuff. I don't, because that way when I break it, now I'm really mad,
Yeah.
and now I'm really punishing myself. And now
Kinda
next time I go to
sadist.
throw it, I'm like,
I think you're a masochist.
So you gotta throw it into a pillow like I do.
Yeah, I did that and I broke. Let's see, where's it? Wait, hold on.
You still broke it?
He broke
Okay,
the
I
pillow.
threw it into a pillow and it barely caught my phone and tore the top of the stick off right there.
Of course it
It barely
did.
broke it.
Oh.
And yeah, it doesn't work.
That's like my daughter. She has the worst luck with
Wondering.
phone screens. And I remember I just got our new phone. And it wasn't even 9 days. I think it was 9 days exactly. She went to a friend's house. She was playing ball, and I guess she had her phone in her hand or something. But her phone fell and landed on one little pebble that was in the grass, and that pebble hit the screen. And you can see it on the phone screen where the pebble hit it and just cracked the whole fucking screen, dude.
Jesus.
It just hit it in that worst spot, that really bad spot. It was like, what the fuck?
Kid's got my luck. Sorry,
How
kid.
did you drop the phone in the grass and your shit still broke?
Still broke.
All right. My number 3 didn't get much love from everybody else. Is Christmas Vacation.
Woo! Vacation.
I know you
Watch
gave
this
me
movie every year. Absolutely
It wasn't on
love
anybody
it.
else's list.
Shitter's full.
Well, maybe that's coming up on my list, Greg.
And you know what?
don't know,
That
do you?
movie still makes me laugh, man. Even though I've seen it a million times, it still makes me laugh every time. So
Does the what about the pool scene? Does the pool scene still make you horny?
that makes me something else. It doesn't make me laugh, but it does make me something else.
I like the pause there. The pause there
Let me
was
tell
really
you a
good.
funny story about Christmas Vacation. So I used to go to this daycare, and it was like a legit, like corporate owned daycare, like not somebody's fucking house kind of shit. It was like a school, and they played that movie at my daycare when I was like 6 years old.
Oh, yeah. Kid's about to grow up pretty quick.
I mean, what the fuck, dude?
I think that's a movie we all watched as a kid. And probably shouldn't have.
And
But-
rewound and play
Let
the
me tell
game.
you, little
rewound.
bastard, something. Life doesn't slow down for anybody. Here, watch this.
That's because that man, we were built different, man. The 80s kids are built different.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're up.
Is it my turn now? All right. My number 3 has been mentioned a bunch of times, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's Home Alone.
Yeah.
I didn't pull up a picture because everybody said it already, but I love that movie. I love Home Alone 2 as well. I used to, funny story, whenever like I'd play house or anything when I was a kid, I'd always change my name to Kevin because I thought Kevin McAllister was the coolest kid ever.
Oh, man. Dude, that Walkman thing he had with with the recording.
Smart Boy.
Man, dude, I wanted one of those and I never got one.
My little brother got one for Christmas, and I pretty much ganked it from him. I was like, "That's mine now."
You ain't
bitch."
lying. Bro. Like, he had the little thing that pops out. You talking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we had one. My little brother got it for Christmas the year that movie came out, and we had one. It was cool as fuck.
Man, I wanted one so bad. Matter of fact, we were watching it the other day because I got kids now. We're watching. I saw it, and I'm like, man, I want one of those. I was like, I still want it.
Honestly, I bet you money you can find them on today.
Probably so. I mean, but they're expensive now, though.
Yeah, now they'll be like $300 or some shit.
Yeah.
No, Jonathan, you got to buy a broken version.
Or they'll re-release them like they've been re-releasing every toy we ever had when we were kids.
Yeah.
Hayden, what's your number 3?
My next one, you just mentioned it, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, I got the same
Can't
picture and
beat
everything.
it.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't even need to bring up a picture, but oh well.
At least somebody appreciates that movie as much as I do.
Yeah. Dude, that's honestly, that should be my number 1, but I wanted to kind of fuck with you guys with my top 2, so.
Just not to interrupt, but I'm looking at the Talk Boys now on eBay, and they range anywhere from $300 to $100.
Oh man,
There's one on here for $70.
I don't think I want one that bad.
I just
The
made my
popcorn
first house
hits are
payment, so I
100.
definitely don't want one that bad.
No, that feeling.
There's one for 45 starting bid.
Got to get in.
Oh,
Gotta
the
snake.
Talkboy pen. I had that Talkboy pen too. It's funny.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had that later. The Talkboy pin.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Now we're on shopping.
Yeah, definitely not one that bad.
Oh, I found one $60 used on eBay.
Well, I don't know about the Cornelius collection, but I'm interested in the Corey collection. So, Corey, what's your number 3?
Well, my number 3 will be the movie that we're going to do a commentary on somewhere around my birthday, and Just Friends.
Just friends.
So,
Nice.
I guess I have to see this movie. I haven't
Just-
seen
Oh,
it.
I've never seen it.
You'll laugh your ass off, Jonathan. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
need my-
Greg, will I laugh too?
Corey, I
you
promise
seen
I'll
it?
watch it this
No,
year.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
You should come over and watch it, Lawrence. Well, I'll watch it with you.
It's got Ryan Reynolds. I mean,
Yeah,
you can-
so- why did I say it like that, Lawrence?
Not only did you
watch
say
it
you
with
watch
you.
it with him, you said, "Come over, Lawrence. I'll watch it with you." You said it real sexual, like.
I'll bring
I
the
think y'all-
champagne.
I think it's because
I'll
y'all
bring a
haven't
beer.
y'all haven't been hanging out as much, so y'all probably miss each other real bad.
You know what, Dustin?
Jesus.
All right, so my number 2 is number two is Elf, and that largely has to do with my wife. Actually, she loves Elf, so I see Elf a lot this time of year. So, and that's the thing is Will Ferrell. I am really lukewarm on. You know, it's like he's really good in the role, or he's really terrible in the role to me, and I think that was probably the best he could be.
You know what? I'll say this: that movie didn't even make my list, but I don't hate that movie. I mean, I'm like you; I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan, but I do.
Yeah, he's pretty hit or miss.
I do enjoy that movie. So
Like I love Mentality of Nights. That's good
When he
stuff.
starts that screaming stuff, I don't know. It just gets kind
Yeah,
of
yeah. I mean, but in Elf, it fits because he's a sugar rattled elf human person.
I think Will Ferrell. It depends on a lot who he's in the movie with. Like you mentioned, Talladega Nights and Step Brothers when John C. Reilly's with him.
Oh,
yeah,
They
no,
kind
that's
of work off each
hilarious.
other.
Love
really
John C.
well.
Riley.
he was an SNL original, wasn't he? Like he's been around for a while, films and stuff. I don't know if he was an SNL original, but
He
I
was
know
in
that.
SNL first.
Not an original.
No.
I know I don't know if you've ever seen his audition tape.
yeah,
That shit's hilarious.
I
He
need check
pretended
that
to be a
out.
cat.
Yeah.
He's like,
And then that barbecue one. You remember that? Like, hey kids, get off the barbecue or whatever, get off the shed, or whatever it was.
yeah.
I don't know if you haven't seen that, you gotta go watch it. They later did that in an actual skit based off his audition because it was so funny.
Oh man.
Lawrence, number 2.
My number 2 is, and y'all will appreciate this because we talked about it earlier. It was Nightmare Before Christmas. Is my number 2.
Something's up with
Oh,
Jack.
Oh, yeah. Skeleton Kid.
I'm the Oogie Boogie Mail.
Yeah, I felt bad for him when that thread came off of him. I was like, "Damn, stitch him back up, man. Don't do my man
So
like
he
that."
can be Yukon. he can be Yukon Cornelius, and I can be Oogie Boogie.
Hell yeah.
My number 2 is yet another movie that didn't get shown a whole lot of love, and I'm surprised about this actually. Is It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know what y'all are talking about. That movie is damn
I
near
like that movie,
perfect.
Greg. You didn't say nothing when we
Not
put it
that
up.
good.
Because I didn't want it to be spoiled as my number 2. Yeah, I love it, man. It's just the setting, everything about it, the story, all of it.
I'll be honest, I've never seen it.
I didn't see it until recently, but it's
Not that good.
great. Actually, I'd seen it a long time ago. I just didn't remember it. Then when I watched it again,
when me and Jonathan talked about it, you remembered to put on your list just now.
Yep, just now.
Uh,
Actually, once we all are done with our list, I'm going to read you Sean's list because I have it in Facebook Messenger here.
Oh god.
Nice.
oh boy.
When he
gonna
heard
be
that we
Jesus
were
Christ.
doing Christmas movies and bringing the list back, he had to give me his choices.
Passion of the Christ Nativity story.
I was gonna say I didn't know there were 10 politically based Christmas movies, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
Is it?
Interesting list.
Is this the Sean I was arguing with on Facebook years ago?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. I'm ready.
Small world.
Uh-huh. Oh man, we go like 300 messages long, man. It was great.
Whoa.
I did one where I did exclusively Thanos lines. It was great. That's all I said. Reality is
gold.
often disappointing.
That's
And he kept going. I love this guy.
all right. Well, my number 2 has been mentioned a few times, but I think it's fucking the funniest Christmas movie ever, and it's Bad Santa.
I actually expected that to be your number one. I'm shocked it was on your number two.
So my number 1 and number 2 are really, really hard decision between the two, but Bad Santa ended up at number 2.
Hey,
But it's
Greg,
real close. It's like 1A, 1B for me, honestly.
being that you were a bully in school, Greg, would you have bullied that fat kid?
I don't know why you think I was a bully in school.
Greg wasn't.
First off-
Greg barely went to school. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's right about that. I was past elementary school. I barely.
Greg barely went to school because he was the one getting bullied all the time. That's what happened.
Oh, I had it back.
Now that's bullshit. I was always getting in fights.
You
That's
got
why
to
I
correct
fucking
that
was
real
going to
quick.
school. I'm
Oh,
just
let
a
me-
punk.
Hold on.
Honestly, it was more that I just didn't like to get up that early. When
That's
you
what I
stay
was
up-
gonna say. He had a hard time going to school because he slept till 3.
when
It
you-
was
when you
over by
stay-
the time he got up.
Yeah, man, I had a long
I can feel
night
you
of
on that.
playing Secret of Mana till 4 and 5 in the morning. You know how hard it is to get up for school after that.
Drink a Red Bull.
They didn't have Red Bull.
It didn't exist back.
What no damn Red Bull?
You got a Jolt Cola.
Yeah, get the
Oh, some surge or something,
Damn,
or cocaine. It's one or the other, man.
It was cocaine or coffee back
I mean,
then.
if I would have looked hard enough, I probably could have found the cocaine in the house. So.
Smoke a cigarette in the bathroom.
Go run by the gas station, get you a pack of mini thins, and
Head on to school, man.
Head over to 500 Plataline.
yeah, they had them.
2 + 3 = 7, 8.
Hayden, number 2.
Number 2 for me, and I don't know how much this counts, but Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Ooh,
I see Christmas trees
There's
in the
Christmas
scene.
trees.
so-
interesting.
There's snow as
Interesting
well.
pick.
Yeah.
That was on some of the Christmas lists I saw. I guess because it's set during Christmas time. So
And to me, I don't know why, but the whole series is kind of like something I always watch in December.
They play them a lot
And-
around that time of year.
Halloween in
TV.
December, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
Well-
fucking cold in the movies.
Yeah, I was going to say the
That's what it
setting in them, it's snooting, so
Well, it's England, so
Yeah, true.
there's no summer there.
there's no sun there, I don't think.
Where are they taking that train to?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
long ass ride. And you still in England?
It was magical.
Oh, Jonathan, I don't know if you heard the episode we were talking about this on, but I don't know if it was you or someone else that I said this to once when I was talking about France, and I thought it was connected to the United States. I was like, yeah, France is like it's in the top right corner of the United States.
what?
That's how shitty my geometry is right there.
Geometry?
I mean,
You call it geometry?
Yeah.
Geometry?
that's how shitty my. What's
Well, you didn't go to school much,
Yeah,
did
you
you?
really did.
I'm looking for.
The United States?
That's what that Secret of Mana did for your education.
Education.
I give up.
Lord Jesus.
Y'all know what I was trying to say.
It was perfect,
You
though. That
proved
was
your
great.
point. You definitely
Nailed
proved
it.
your
What shape is France again?
It's French shaped. I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway, Corey, number 2. Yeah, that's right. We're at number 2 for you.
All right, so I had to go put some horror on here. So my number 2 is 1974's Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
I knew
saw
that
on
would be
a
on
couple
yours
lists.
somewhere. Yeah.
I felt like some of y'all was gonna bring one of the horror movies.
I never
Halloween
seen that.
knows a lot to that movie. And
What y'all think of the newer one though? It came out. Like
by the way, this is.
we don't talk about the 2019.
By the way, this movie is directed by Bob Clark, who directed A Christmas Story.
Oh,
what?
Interesting.
interesting.
Man, that's some
No,
variety.
no one put Krampus on their list.
Oh, fuck Krampus.
I haven't seen it, so I couldn't put it on my
How
list.
did you know?
I put it.
Oh,
I put it in the little trailer I made.
So we on to me, right?
Yep, number 1.
Your number one, Jonathan.
The 1983 A Christmas Story. Disappointing, but that's my favorite.
You know what?
Can't
There's
argue with
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong.
No, I like your number one.
And I will play it 24 hours a goddamn damn Christmas.
Is that the George C. Scott one? Seeing that one?
That's no. It's what's the kid's name?
Ralphie?
Yeah, Ralphie.
Oh,
something?
my bad. I thought you said Christmas Carol.
No, that's Christmas Story.
Okay.
Shoot your eye out, kids.
Lawrence,
All right.
your
so
number 1.
My number 1 was mentioned earlier by one person. It is Polar Express. And really, for one scene and one scene only, was the fucking hot chocolate scene. That shit looks so good. Makes me want some hot chocolate right now. Then
Oh, dude.
they had the Josh Groban song, the little Christmas, Christmas.
You're beautiful. Oh, not that one?
No, the one. It was, no, not that one.
That's not Josh Groban.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, shit.
No mistake.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All I'm going to say is the title of our podcast fits.
Wait, who did that song then? Oh, that was James Blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
No
title?
idea.
Sex offenders and porn addicts? Like, what the fuck?
No, the Slackercast.
You know, a solo podcast. That would be.
Man.
Sex addicts and what was it? What'd you say?
It said sex offenders and porn addicts.
That's
That's a
every
great
episode.
name. Great name for a podcast.
Actually, yes, it is. Great. All right. My number 1 has already been said, but I'm going to show the picture anyway. Because I specifically chose this one, The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's my number 1. The reason, and the reason being is because it gives me the best of both my favorite 2 holidays. I get Halloween and Christmas in the same movie. How the hell can that be topped by anything else?
Hell yeah.
What the fuck are you cheesing about, Lawrence?
Because the boogeyman
That's so
sounded
goddamn
like
funny.
Why did you talk that? The boogeyman sounded like Colonel Sanders, dude. He just sounded goofy.
What are you supposed to sound like?
All right. My number one is the greatest Christmas movie ever made, and that's Elf.
Hey, there we go.
This was a popular ass
Good one.
movie. I need to watch it today. Like,
You've never seen Elf?
I never seen that.
I
I've seen
can
the
tell
cover.
you,
It's
it'd probably be up there as my wife's, at least in her top 3 too. She loves this damn movie.
I think I stayed away from it because it's got.
I just love it, and I can watch it over and over again, especially during Christmas time. I don't know, something
That's
about
good.
it. It's just really good, man.
So wait a minute, Dustin. The Nightmare Before Christmas didn't make your list at all.
No, okay, so I'll tell you why it didn't make my list, and it didn't make my list because it's a Halloween and Christmas movie, so
Same reason it made mine.
I left it out.
Hey, it's still a Christmas movie.
So
Hey, I ain't faulting you for it. Just saying it wasn't on mine.
Yeah, I mean, it is a Christmas movie, but it's also a Halloween movie. So I was just kind of like,
That's why it's perfect.
I guess. I wanted to put
That's
other
great.
stuff on my list, so I left it off.
Well, my number one's kind of controversial as far as
Again,
I mean,
Here we go.
Hello, too.
No way.
close.
What is
You're
it, the porn
close.
version of
You are
Night
close.
City?
Go ahead and pull that up real quick.
It-
Eyes,
it-
eyes wide shut.
actually,
Oh, wow.
I mean, actually, I've seen this on a lot of the lists because it does take place during like Christmas time.
I don't want to see your dick, Dustin.
I fucking love this movie though.
I do,
Please.
dude. I love this. This is my favorite Kubrick movie, personally. And
it's
even though it's not, it takes place during Christmas, even though it's not really about Christmas, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
It's about a lot of
Obviously.
other stuff first, but
Hayden,
I love
so
it.
it's
So
better than
Yeah,
Full Metal
I do
Jacket.
too, man. Like that movie is amazing.
But my real number one Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation. But I love Eyes Wide Shut so much, I had to put it up there.
Eyes Wide Shut, man. The first time I saw that movie, like I was just engrossed, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? And what the hell is going on here?"
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like,
"Why
"Why is Tom Cruise in it?"
I know, right?
We probably watched it at the same time back then.
I bet we did. As a matter of fact, I may have watched it because of you. I probably would have never gave it a shot.
That and Lost Highway, another Hayden favorite.
Yep. I love Lost Highway.
I love the scenes when he's infiltrated like the party, and then like he's just going around, he's just looking at everything, and then he gets fucking exposed. I
Oh,
can't
I know.
imagine how you would
Yeah,
feel
when,
at that.
when he
moment.
walks in that room and everyone's looking at him, that's just
Yes, dude. I'm like, oh,
like, oh man.
Dude, I was sure he was going to die when I first watched it. I was like, there's no way he's getting out of here alive.
yeah. I was like, oh. It's like Corey said, man. When they just are all staring at you, it's like, oh, that's got to be the worst fucking feeling in the world.
Have all you guys seen it?
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't.
Oh, man.
You've never seen Eyes Wide Shut?
You got to
Lawrence?
check it out.
It's the
I haven't
only
either.
Kubrick movie I hadn't seen.
Oh, dude, you're
I
gonna
don't
fucking
think I've
love
seen
that.
it, or if I did see it, I saw it a long time ago.
I can tell you, Lawrence, you will love that movie based on your taste. You will fucking
Is it
love
on Netflix, Hulu Plus, or something I can watch?
I don't know. I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, please.
You can acquire it pretty easily. I'll tell you that.
I think it
Back
was
in
on Netflix for a while, but they always change everything.
Yeah, they always take all the good movies off first for some reason.
Yeah.
Leave 13 Reasons Why on there forever though.
I know, right?
That's good with the Netflix show.
Oh, it's on HBO
Oh.
Max. I don't
Oh,
know.
I have that. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we
Watch
go.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I might have to watch it. I haven't seen it either, so.
Hell yeah. And it, for not being a directly related to Christmas movie, it does have a lot of Christmas references in there, and a lot of New York during Christmas time or wherever the hell they live. I think it's New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
good
scene?
Christmas
Actually, I
music.
don't want to say much more about it since they haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it's definitely a must-watch movie.
hmm
It's definitely a mind-fuck movie, too.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it before or since.
As a matter of fact, I need to get the Blu-ray of that. I don't have it. I need to get that.
Dude, I'm waiting for them to put out a 4K. I mean, they're going through Kubrick's filmography one by one, and they're going to get there eventually. It'll be the last
right.
one, though.
All right,
All right,
Corey,
great.
moving on.
Give us your
All
number
right.
one.
Well, my number one will forever be my number one, and I don't imagine it'll get replaced as long as I'm alive. But
There it is.
Yeah.
Showing the love.
so
I'm glad that movie got some high number love.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's lists are pretty okay, right, Greg? Like no one really had any shitty lists.
And pretty
Yeah.
varied, you know. There was a lot of overlap, but a lot of unique stuff too.
But I mean, like with this like topic for list, it's kind of hard to have a shitty list, honestly.
Fast and Furious.
Actually, hold on, I haven't got to Sean's yet, so.
Oh God.
Oh.
So once we get John,
Let's hear that. Let's hear
all
this.
right.
School.
So here we go. Since everyone, as I said, his number one is The Bishop's Wife. Gave me a lot of shit about not seeing it. Number two is It's a Wonderful Life. No, I don't think it's that one. I don't know. But number two is It's a Wonderful Life. Number three, Bells of St. Mary. Number four, A Christmas Carol. Number five, Miracle on 34th Street. Number six, Meet Joe Doe. Number seven, Three Godfathers. Number eight, Rankin Bass Productions. I don't know what the fuck that is. Number nine, Chasing the Star. Number 10, A Charlie Brown Christmas. But then he also told me, he's like, these are things you need to watch. Those are real Christmas movies. And he said he has some huge, he said he has some huge honorable mentions.
OG Christmas movie show.
His honorable mentions were Claus, Polar Express, Babes in Toyland, and then The Man Who Invented Christmas and The Hogfather. He can't stress enough that I should see The Hogfather.
What the hell is that?
He put almost all the real Christmas movies on his honorable mentions and put a bunch of stupid shit on his actual list.
Yeah, it's good to know. Like over 50% of them are unknowns. So.
The Bishop's Wife is his number one. Fuck that here.
So nobody said Iron Man 3.
Oh, my fucking neck.
I forgot.
My neck is always killing me at the end of every podcast. I guess it's because of how I have this shit angled.
Like I knew it was a Christmas movie, but I was like, nope. No, thank you. I like
Not
the movie just
doing
fine.
that.
Not as a Christmas movie.
All right, so Jonathan, how did you enjoy your first episode with us in the list?
It's fun. I enjoy myself.
Well, next week you may end up wanting to come back because the topic is going to be conspiracies. We are all going to bring some conspiracies to the table and talk about them.
Was it one conspiracy and we just go?
Yeah, one conspiracy apiece.
No, I'm bringing more than one. I'm bringing at least two.
Unfortunately, I will not be here next week, and I love conspiracies. I really regret having to miss it, but I'll be in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, if you're free, you could always jump on your phone.
Yeah, you know, I might still try to make it, depending on our schedule. We'll see.
Lawrence, is your conspiracy going to be about that cult place that you visited up on North Highway 49?
We never did do a follow up on that. I'm kind of disappointed. Like there was a big cliffhanger.
We should do that though.
That would be awesome.
Hayden, we'll pay for your plane ticket down here.
Speak for yourself.
If you to send me in, you want me to infiltrate the cult for you?
You probably fit in, dude. The beard and come.
Yeah, with that beard, they'd let you right in.
You said Cornelius.
Cornelius.
That's my name.
I come from the other chapter of whatever this is.
Yeah, what you do is you just show up to their door, you knock on the door, and you tell them, I think you've been waiting for me. I am the Cornelius.
I'm the Messiah.
And they'll let you right in.
Oh, man,
Where
I'm not
you're
going
on
near
it.
that place.
I got a question, Lawrence. When she opened the door, did it creak like one of those big doors in like an old horror movie?
No, it was like silent. Dude. That was what was scary. It was like, I mean, there was no light inside. There was no power going on. It was just weird. It just her.
I'm not gonna lie. When you were talking about this on that one show, and you pulled up that website, and you said that's the woman in that picture,
Man.
that kind of gave me a cold chill.
It was like looking at a police lineup and seeing your attacker again. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't know what that felt like.
Yeah, but
Jonathan, you know what he's talking about? You know which church he's talking about, right?
I do not.
The one that, when you go way up 49,
Oh,
there's that
Mississippi.
there's that lighthouse
Yeah.
And
It's got that this big wide open space out there.
Yeah, and then across the street is like a big giant field with like a building, all the way in the back.
Yeah.
That's like a cult.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Lawrence broke down there and went to the
ask
building.
to use their phone.
Asked to use their phone. I didn't realize it was a cult, man. I thought it was just a house. Like, I didn't think nothing of it. And then not till later did I realize I was talking with a real life cult. So
When you say cult, define cult.
I mean,
they all live there. They think that they think that Jesus Christ is going to come back right there.
In
There's a golden there's a golden throne
in the ass crack of Mississippi.
It wasn't even Mississippi when the Bible was made.
I believe start pulling up the website and stuff, but we should dedicate an episode to that church.
Well, we need to go out and visit it first. We need to do some field research.
Oh,
because if
man.
we're going to go out and research it, I want to get pictures and stuff.
Well, apparently we can go to church there. It's on the website. It says we can go to church. We just have to dress appropriately. So
yeah,
you should do that. And, like, do like some spy cam inside.
That's not a bad idea. Honestly, that would. I'm down.
I'm gonna operate a drone on outside.
I have mixed feelings about it because I don't know, but I'm willing to do it.
I'm gonna be your guy in the van next to the road
with the headphones
on.
And then drive off.
Get out of there. You walk in.
Motherfucker outside.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here.
You walk in and they're all wearing masks, like eyes wide shut, and they turn and look at you. That would be creepy.
They're all wearing like masks that look like your face.
Oh man!
No, actually, what freaks me
out
now?
You knew I was coming.
What freaks me out, since Corey said something to me about it, is we go in there and they fucking stare at us like those people did on Eyes Wide Shut at Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
As soon as we sit back there, you just all turn around and they're like,
well,
they're probably going to do that for sure.
And there's no doubt that they would like approach you.
You can go to church. You can go to the church services there. So we should just go up one day and be like, "We're here for the church service."
You know they'll probably like try to give you a pamphlet and convert you and shit. Probably.
No,
y'all got God up in here.
We'd have to have a story like we're a traveling.
Just tell them we found their website.
Yeah,
love you. Love you. Want to be a part of you.
Or shit, we drive by the church all the time and see this beautiful church. I mean, it is pretty.
It is actually. It's quite amazing the way it looks. So
this could be an amazing show if you did that shit.
I want to know how they afforded that spot on 49. I know
real.
That's expensive.
And the size of that big ass building, mansion, compound, whatever you want to call it.
Well, to be a member, you probably have to give up your whole house mortgage or something, or like I don't know, put up.
That's another thing too. I bet they got a ton of money in that place somewhere.
It has to be,
because they definitely got to be the type that stockpile that.
Because Jesus is coming. You need money. You got to pay him.
Yeah, you got to pay Jesus.
I mean, if I remember correctly, when we were reading up on it, there's actually a big giant throne inside of there that they have waiting.
Don't sit on that shit like Thanos.
For Jesus when he comes back to Mississippi, fucking Gulfport, Mississippi, or Scotia, Mississippi.
Yeah.
We got a nice bottle of lean waiting for him and some
right. Lamb's
I don't
blood.
know. We may do something with that late in the future. We'll see. It could be good. I just don't want to be disrespectful. Is my thing. I'm willing to make a show.
I don't care about that.
It's not like we're gonna go in there and be like,
I don't know, Dustin. You might.
No.
Dustin will be that guy sitting in the back doing the smirk thing like Corey's picked. Corey and Napoleon Dynamite. Be like, that right there. That'd be Dustin inside there.
No, Greg, bring Sean. He'll debate him for like 30 minutes.
Oh God, Sean's probably a member of that church.
Oh man,
wouldn't that be some shit?
Twist. You go in there, he turns around. Oh man, you finally made it. That's the shit you've been giving me this whole time.
What would be nuts is if we went through with the whole thing, did the spy cam, and he's the one who comes out as the minister.
Oh God.
What? He is a theologian, so that would be perfect.
And his health bar
he's a
shows up
lawyer.
at the bottom.
He's a lawyer too. Don't forget.
Wait, he's a
Don't
lawyer.
forget. Don't forget about his law degree too.
What? From where? Fucking Harvard.
I don't know. He thought he knew every single fucking thing about my divorce, and he was wrong about every last bit of it.
I don't know. He kind of got a lot of it right.
He didn't get jack shit about it right, but we don't want to talk about that on the show.
Yeah,
Are you paying? Yeah, I was gonna say. We'll talk about that. And speaking of which, we need to wrap this up because
Law degree does come in handy working at Walmart, though. By the way,
he doesn't even have a law degree. I don't know where Dustin got that, but anyway, story for another day. So, Corey, what you got coming up?
I don't know for sure, other than the Hoosiers thing, and I picked up some stuff while I was in Nashville and may do a little collection update thing or something soon. So
I'm still working on trying to get a display case so I can put out some of my stuff and put something on that wall back there.
One more thing on the Christmas movie thing, I did want to shout out because I don't have it, so I didn't put it on my list, but the damn California Raisins Christmas special from back.
Oh, that is.
I remember that. How's it going?
It's great.
I remember that.
I used to want all those little figures, those little California raisin.
Yeah,
I had a shit ton of them.
yeah, I had a bunch of those, man.
Hey, did you have a bunch of those? Hayden's lost. He's like, what the
No, there was
I don't know what
Hayden
this
doesn't
is.
even
I
know
don't
what
know
California
either.
raisins are.
Yeah,
There was
I
this
don't know.
person who had.
But he really doesn't. He has no clue.
I don't.
Dude, you should see his face.
California raisins.
Well, hey, we'll
Oh,
talk about it
yeah.
after the show because we're at 2 hours already.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to wrap this up, but
I need to wrap this up.
so just want to thank everyone for listening. Give some Patreon support out there. Thanking all our Patreon people if I can find the fucking thing. There it is. No, that's not it.
Real professional.
There we go. Thank you to Smores Indoors, Shelby W, Hayden, Cornelius, Jay the Stingray, and Orc145626. And I got nothing else, guys. So,
Yeah, me neither.
all right.
Until next time.
Slack off.
Do, 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 do.